www.spherical.com. Now, in our last video, we make a video on introduction to longitude and latitude, specifically the introduction to the surface of the earth. So today, in today's video, we are going to look at the location of our points on our globe. So if, for example, we have a globe, if we have a globe of this nature, let's represent our globe. You know our globe is spherical in shape. So let's say this is the globe. If we have this as the world, the universe, and we are asked to locate these 2 points, point A and point B, on the globe, how are we going to do that? Doing that is very simple. Now, after this tutorial, I expect every one of you to be able to locate his points on the globe. So if this is the globe, we will have up here to be north, down here to be south, here to be west, and here to be east. So running from west to east is our equator, which divides the world or the globe into 2 equal parts, that is into the north and south. So this is our equator. From our last class, we should be able to remember this. And running from the north to the south is our Greenwich, which divides into 2 equal parts, that's the west and the east. So if we have located all these points, and remember in our last class I said the equator serves as the reference points to all the latitudes, and the Greenwich serves as the reference point to all the longitudes. So if that's the case, let's locate this point on our globe. If we want to locate this point on our globe now, the first point A is 20 degrees north and 40 degrees east. Now remember, in our last class, I also made mention that in locating our points, we are starting with the latitudes before the longitudes. If that's the case, we are going to locate this 20 degrees north on the latitudes, while we locate 40 degrees along the latitude. So let's do that for point A. So point A, 20 degrees north. This is our north hemisphere. This is our north hemisphere, and this is our south hemisphere. So if this is point 0, remember at the equator, the angle is at point 0, angle 0 degrees. So if this is at 0 degrees, we are going to measure to 20 degrees north. And remember from here, from the 0 point to this north, or this end of this hemisphere, is around 90 degrees. So let's measure 20 degrees out of 90 degrees. If that's the case, we can estimate our 20 degrees to be somewhere around here. And we call this place our 20 degrees north. If this is our 20 degrees north, let's locate our 40 degrees east. Now, towards this right hand side, we have our east. So when we are coming this direction, we are coming to the east. And from the Greenwich to the eastern hemisphere, we have about around 180 degrees. So we are going to estimate 40 degrees out of 180 degrees. So let's estimate that this is our 40 degrees east. We measure it around the east because it's approaching the eastern region. So where our lines intersect is our point. So this is our point A. We have located our point A successfully. Now let's locate our point B. Our point B now have it that is at 40 degrees south. Now where is our south? This is our southern region. This is our south. So from the equator to this south is 80 degrees. So let's estimate 40 degrees from this south. Let's estimate that this is our 40 degrees down south. So we call this one 40 degrees south. Remember, this one is our 40 degrees east. So if we have located our 40 degrees south, the next one is to locate 40 degrees east. Now, this is our 40 degrees east. Remember from the first one, this also maintain our 40 degrees east. That means this is where the two lines intersect. The latitude and the longitude, this is where they intersect. That means this is our point B. And if we take a look at this, you will notice that our point A and our point B are on the same longitude. Anytime our 2 points are on the same longitude, it means it is a great cycle. So that means these 2 points now form our great cycle. So if we want to calculate the distance between point A to point B, we can use the formula for calculating the great cycle. And in my next video, I'll be shooting on how to calculate your point A to point B. That's the distance along a great cycle. But if in case your 2 point lies on the same latitude, not the same longitude, when it lies on the same latitude, we call it the distance on a small cycle. When it lies on the same latitude, it's a small cycle. But when it lies on the same longitude, it's a great cycle. So with this, I believe if you pay close attention to this, you should be able to know how to locate your points on your